Hi guys, it's me. Today I will show you how I make a little calendar for the handbag for someone. And it is simply this accordion fold calendars. Yeah, it's very simple with this plastic things, with this inserts, but the plastic itself, it's a bit boring. It's not really nice. It doesn't look beautiful. So I will make this for someone who is quite old-fashioned but doesn't like to organize their dates or appointments electronically or so in an old-fashioned way. And I will use the inserts definitely, and I will make a little calendar holder, whatever you call that, out of this cardboard. And I will make it in the same way that you can push this in here and the other one on the other side. So you could use this with this. You can buy this inserts every year and use that every year. So, and that's what I will show you. Come and join me. Okay, going on now. First thing, of course, I do is preparing everything with gesso. And I put a good coat on both sides, only showing one here. You know how to do that, don't you? Drying it properly, and then I start with my stencil. And I use this Cell Theory Mini from that's Crafters Workshop. Yeah, hardly to read, but believe me, it's Crafters Workshop. They are one of the companies who sign in there or write in the names on their stencils. So I protect here the spine because I don't want to get the modeling paste on top. It should open and close properly without this modeling paste breaking when it's dry. I dry that and then I put the protection on the other side or on the spine again to work on the other side, and I let that dry and go over it with gesso again to make it the modeling paste workable or better workable. So, and to give me time to think about what to do now. Come on. I put a bit of water on top of that page that I could shift the paint around much better and that it's not that thick, bit more diluted. I used this yellow and a turquoise acrylic paint, both from, I think, must be Amsterdam. And I dry both of it and then go with my absolutely one of my favorite, the bluish green or greenish blue, one of it. It's an Amsterdam paint as well. So when that's sort of almost dry, I spritz some water on top, dry it a tiny bit with my heat gun, and then I dab it off with my paper towel, and that makes such a nice pattern. I really like this. On to secure it, I will put some of my a layer of acrylic binder on top and let that dry, and then I can work on, and whatever I rub off, the basic layer won't move off. So that's why I do it. Another layer of my greenish blue on top of that completely, and bit of water on top of that, and again tiny bit of drying. Don't dry it too much, and then I dab it off with a paper towel again and get this nice pattern back. And of course, where you dabbed off this drops here, the background will show through a bit. I'm working on the inside now and use my turquoise, pick that color up from the outside, and that will be the background. I seal that with a layer of my acrylic binder again, because I will work on top, and I let it dry at the moment, and I work on the outside. And I lined this stencil up again to get a nice dark layer on top of that stencil part. Always look how far I went there. And of course I do the same on the other side, because at the moment the whole modeling paste raised areas are pretty much the same color than everything else, and I wanted to have that stand out, of course, and it will stand out even more later. That's only one part. I seal it again with my acrylic binder, one layer, and after that dried, I put over the whole modeling paste area, the stenciled area, this Titan Buff from Golden. It's an liquid acrylic, and I take the not really dried paint off through the stencil, and I do pretty much the same on the other side. First I lined up the stencil that I had it prepared next to me, that I didn't need to fiddle around looking for it, because when that's too dry you won't be able to remove that. So then I'm working on the inside. It's dry now, and I put my dark, that's the blue, Prussian blue from Winsor & Newton, and I spritz it again with water, let it sit for a while, and I dab it off with my paper towel. Bit of drying, not that much, as I said before, not that it's completely dry, it won't work otherwise. So now I start dabbing it off, and the turquoise shone through. And that's pretty much what I will do inside. And at the end of the day, you won't see a lot when the inserts are in, but yeah, you know, I will glue the plastic inside. Yeah, this one's, but I have that left over from something. I can't tell you what it is. These plastic pocket things. I cut it to size, and I of course have to close one side, and I use my, okay, now I'm measuring the other side, cut that off. And as I said, I have two sides open. I only want to have one open side, of course, and I will melt it together with wood burning tool. At the moment I'm still cutting. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. And this is my wood burning tool, and when that's really hot, you can go lightly over the edges and it will melt it together. And that works pretty good. The other side as well. I was wondering if that will really keep it together for good, and it does. It still is properly melted. So now the question was how to glue that down. I wasn't sure, because in the past I had a bit of problems gluing plastic, because most of the glue won't work with plastic. You can always take it off afterwards. So that's why I use the E-Fix 1000, and that works really good. It shows through, of course, and it will always look like that, but the inserts will be in and no one will see that. And it really stays on. It won't come off. At the end, to have a bit of an interest on top of the cover, I will use some of this rub-ons that's Tim Holtz rub-ons. And I use this, calendar related things like the days, and to make some notes, write something down, all that stuff. And that's what I always do. I cut out what I want to rub down, because it's so much easier when instead of putting the whole sheet down, it will always stick the other stuff you don't want on, or might stick. So that's why I cut it out, works much easier. But a few errors here and there, little features. And at the very end, I put this gloss medium and varnish from Liquitex on top that gives it, first of all, of course, it will be, it will be protected. It can even go over with a damp cloth, just in case it gets stainy, and it gives a really nice shine. And here you can see the close-up already. I really like it. Very simple, but that's how I want it, especially in these blue colors. And now the inserts. It fits perfectly, and I already gave it away, and it was, the recipient was quite happy about that. Was the right thing to do. I sadly forgot to take some pictures, so you won't see some at the end. And but I hope you like it anyway. You have seen the close up, you get an idea. I thank you a lot for watching, guys, and I hope I will see you soon with my next project. So have a fantastic time, guys. Bye bye.